failed my 12th grade year for one class by 1 point, and they wouldn't let me graduate. For 1 point, that's why I dropped out.
Where's that T-square at? Where's that T-square?
I went all 4 years up until the last day of school, the day before graduation. And until this day, I think about it because maybe my life could have been different. That could have motivated me to go somewhere else, to do something different. And that right there was kind of my breaking point, you know. See, I went to public middle school, right? And with public school, you know, I kind of did whatever I want as far as like, I didn't have to stay focused. You get what I'm saying? But when I went to Catholic high school, it kind of molded me, I guess, in a way where I'm like, listen, I got to focus now. But it was kind of still hard to focus on things that aren't interesting.
So you were more motivated to go to high school because you liked the environment?
Yes.
Doing better in the grades and whatnot also? Or?
My habits, I couldn't break my habits. So my habits that I developed from public school, I kept my same habits, you know. My grades weren't the problem. It was just the environment that I was in, you know. It was kind of hard to want to go to school where a place that you don't even know if you wanted.
Do you agree that the foundation is like middle school, elementary, and like the care of the administration and whatnot should have already been implemented so that could be carried over to high school?
Yes, so that way.
Because you went to good high school, but then you picked up
my bad habits. So I felt like if I would have went to a Catholic like elementary school, my habits would be totally different. The habits that they let kids get away with in public school and stuff like that, that's the problem with everything nowadays, you know.
Do you think you weren't understood because of the race of the administration? Or you didn't understand the culture? Or what do you think?
It has to do kind of with both things because, like, you know, some people, you know, don't grow up that way, you know, like the persona is that, you know, black kids and, you know, Hispanic kids, or, you know, they come from troubled homes, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but then again, it's like the administration doesn't know nothing what goes on at home, so you get what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of the times the kids are told at home to be hiding stuff, you know, what's going on at home to the administration, so it's kind of hard for the administration to understand what's going on at home, you know what I mean? And even if, let's say they do know, they don't come from that. They can't understand the situation, you know, and it was kind of hard for me to open up about that to my parents, you know. I had my parents in my life, but then again, I didn't. You know, they had their own problems, and I feel like, you know, they were too involved in themselves to even be involved with me, you know. So it was kind of like I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know what I mean? Just like, fuck it. That's literally what it is. Just like, fuck it. I don't care. I don't have no motivation. I don't got nothing to live for. So like, I started doing pills. I started being in the street. When I started getting to the streets, it was because, you know, I didn't feel like asking my mom for anything because it was kind of hard to, because my mom at the time really didn't have a good job, you know, divorced. And then when it came to around for graduation, that's when I was like, you know, deep in the streets. Man, this is what I want to do. This is what I don't care. So that was the easiest thing for me as far as being a kid with no skills. You know, I can't go in to a job and make $30 an hour. You know, that's what I wanted. I wasn't content with $5, $6, $7 an hour. Once I tried to get a job, it was like, I couldn't even get a job at Gap because I had a criminal record. After I got locked up, I'm just like, what am I going to do? You know, and that's when I decided to go to my GED program, you know. I need to develop some type of skills because I can't make it out here, you know, as a felon. I was on house arrest, so I was very limited on what I could do, and I was just a lost kid. So, you know, finding Project Wow kind of changed my life, and, you know, here I am today. There was nothing I could do before this. I couldn't do none of this stuff. I could barely even read a tape measure. I could do drywall, I could frame, you know what I mean? I could do trim and stuff like that. Me having those skills, it's like, it's priceless because at the end of the day, nobody can take that from me. You get what I'm saying? Nobody can take that from me at all whatsoever, and I'll always be able to use that. Yeah, that's what kids need to do, is develop skills to keep them out of the streets, you know? Being able to make money like this. You know, right now we're doing $500,000 worth of work. We could do this kind of work and get everything up and running maybe in a month and a half. So, you know, you're being able to do $500,000 worth of work in a month and a half. That's, you know, that's enough to keep you out of the streets forever. Going through everything I went through, it was kind of hard for me to find where I fit in. This is perfect for me. I'm hands-on, I'm active, and like I said, this is where I'm meant to be at. In here is going to be another drop ceiling. They had to open that up because it was leaking.
so it's open for right now. We're gonna put more lights in here. But yeah, it's pretty much it, you know. It's what I do on a day-to-day basis. It's what I love to do. And I just wish more kids would be able to learning stuff like this, because get you away from the streets, you know. I wish that kids would just use other people's mistakes as lessons, and hopefully somebody would learn off of this.